been in the Air Force for almost 20 years, and I like gadgets and I like technology. I'd say I'm an early adopter in some regard. I do off-roading and trails, but not just that. I mean, this vehicle can do so many things. I've done a road trip with it too to Chicago, and that was actually quite a bit easier than I thought it was going to be. It's been a great all-around vehicle.
As a primary vehicle, it's probably been the last 6 of the 8 years that's like our main mode of transportation is EV. The instant power of an EV is just insane. It just throws you back in your seat and just almost takes your breath away, which I haven't experienced that since the first time I drove a fast car. And everybody's always, thinking, it just costs too much to charge them. But if you actually compare it to like a gas car, it's insane how much money it saves you.
You're saving so much money with these that it quickly overcomes the higher sticker price. And so it's well worth taking a look at. If we end up spending more than 30 minutes at a charging stop on trips, it'll be because we wanted to sit down and have a meal instead of because we're waiting for the car to charge. It's that fast.
I don't know that there's necessarily misconceptions. I think there's just misunderstanding. It's no different than driving a fuel car. It's new technology. That technology, as far as the infrastructure and the engineering going into the production of those, is going to get better over time too. It's a little nerve-wracking when you first jump into it, but once you get used to it, it's no different.
I had a 4Runner before this, and I loved my 4Runner, but this thing is so much quicker, more powerful. This thing does amazing in the snow. I knew that it was going to do well, but I had no idea it was going to do this well in the snow. This thing is phenomenal in the snow.
If you have solar at home, or even if you don't have solar at home, charging at home compared to paying for gas, especially now as we're getting into the peak summer pricing, it blows my mind, the cost savings. The common misconception is like, where are you going to find a charger? There's actually a lot. There's a lot of third-party apps out there. ChargePoint's a big one. PlugShare is a big one. Just got to research where there's an available plug around you, and it'll even tell you if it's free, if it's not free, is it by the hour, by the kilowatt hour. Buying a used one most of the time is going to be cheaper, unless, like I said, there's some kind of incentive to buy brand new.
So this car will go from 0 to 60 in 4 or 5 seconds. It's instant, and the torque is just incredible.
My fuel expense for vehicles went from about $400 a month to zero. With 2 of them, I'd say we're upwards of $750 a month in fuel savings. So I drive a lot for work. It's instant gratification when you push your foot on that pedal. From a speed and performance aspect, it's night and day difference between an internal combustion engine and an electric vehicle.
I think the biggest surprise to me was just how fast it charged.